Hello, and welcome to my thoughts while standing in the queue. Not too long ago, I was standing in line at a coffee shop waiting to get my morning coffee while everyone else was gobbling croissants and cupcakes and bagels and bananas and all kinds of food first thing in the morning, which to me is 11 o'clock. And I was thinking about my mother and her belief in breakfast. My mother believed in breakfast the way some people believe in God. She said, eat a better breakfast, have a better day. And accordingly, she would get up at 6 in the morning to make sure that everybody that was leaving her house was well fed before they started out on the day. She would make pancakes with melted butter and syrup, sandwiched in with berries and sliced peaches. She would make waffles with confectioner's sugar. She would make scrambled eggs with onions and tomatoes. She would make all kinds of buttered bagels and scones and muffins and cream puffs and sausages and bacon and ham. And my obese sister and my ulcerous father would gobble these things up at 7 o'clock in the morning and then run off to have a better day than I would ever have. Every morning I would wake up and the thought of eating anything would make me gag. So I would creep out of the house and try not to let them see me while they were busy stuffing breakfast down their faces. And as I slammed the door, I could hear my mother yelling, "You'll be sorry, you'll be sorry. Your sugar level will go down, you're going to fall asleep, you're going to be afflicted with chronic constipation, and you will be an unhappy, miserable git for the rest of your life if you don't eat breakfast." Well, that didn't happen. What did happen is that I was the only one in my family that didn't have a weight problem. And it occurs to me that I really was doing the right thing, because studies show that people who skip breakfast do not make up for lost calories at lunchtime, nor do they sit down at lunch so ravenous that all they eat are Mars bars and candy bars and pies and cakes, instead of eating steamed vegetables and tofu the way they say you're supposed to do. No, indeed. It turns out that people who skip breakfast are no fatter or thinner than the people that gobble down all that food. So I say to you, it isn't the breakfast that makes you have a better day, and it isn't not eating breakfast that makes you fat. Food doesn't make you fat. Gluttony does. And thank you very much for joining me for Thoughts While Standing in the Queue.